We are on championship case number 14, and oh my goodness, this is actually happening. Why Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will win the championship. Now, look, a lot of you guys think this is a prediction. It is not. It is not. We do this for all 16 playoff drivers. There's a playlist section on my channel. You can go check out your other favorite drivers. If you're a Martin Truex Jr. fan, if you're a Kyle Busch fan, if you're a Michael McDowell fan, we've already done him. We've got today, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Tomorrow will be Kevin Harvick. Tuesday will be Bubba Wallace. So that is your upcoming schedule for the remaining championship cases. And as for the playoff preview, I'm not going to lie. Usually every year, it's gut feeling. I do whatever I think. I usually have a good idea of it heading into the first week of the playoffs of what I want to do with my bracket. This year, I've already made a bracket, and there's a lot of scribbles on it. I have never done a second draft of my bracket. This year might be that year. So as of today, Friday will be my full playoff preview and predictions video. So look out for that. I'm going to make some predictions that are going to be horribly wrong, but you can come laugh at me. So yeah, and also I want to hear your predictions. I want to hear who your championship 4 is, who your champion is, who your round of 16 is, who your surprise is, all of that stuff. But of course, we're going to have to wait till Friday before I get to that video. Today, we are here to talk about Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and how he can shock the world and win the championship. Now, look, it's going to be a stretch on this one, okay? But I do this for all 16 playoff drivers. But I got to give props to Stenhouse and JTG Doherty Racing. They have been outstanding this year. This is a team who usually runs 20th to 25th in the points. They have consistently been top 15 in the points. In fact, I don't know what the final regular season standings were, but I think Stenhouse finished top 15. If he didn't, he was 16th or 17th, which for that team is incredible. They've had top 15 speed consistently all year long. They've been competitive at different types of tracks they usually aren't. They've got that win, the Daytona 500, the biggest win you could possibly get. They have been outstanding this year. No, they're not going to be a favorite for the championship. They are going to be the longest shot for the championship. In fact, I just checked the odds. He is the longest shot to win the championship. But still, that doesn't take away from anything they've done this year. So I know a lot of people are going to joke in the comments like, oh, Ricky's not going to win the championship. Oh, your predictions suck. Once again, it's not a prediction. I did this for all the playoff drivers, but seriously, I think everyone's got to give props to what they've done this season. But let's get into it. Let's get into Ricky Stenhouse Jr. season. He has one win on the year, the Daytona 500. What a race that was. 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, 25 laps led, but 0 stage wins. So he enters this playoff with 5 playoff points. Point number 1, get more playoff points. I don't care how you stay out to win a stage, you win a race, however you got to get them. So playoff points are important. As for this first round of the playoffs, Darlington, Kansas, Bristol. Stenhouse at the intermediates actually has been pretty good this year. I think he's had some good top 15 runs, even top 10 a couple of times. If he can do that at Darlington and Kansas, I think that sets him up great for Bristol because Bristol has been a really good track for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's had some top 10s there. I think he's had a couple of top 5s back in his Roush days. So Bristol has historically been a pretty good track for Stenhouse, no matter the equipment. So if he can get top 15s in those first 2 races, because you know it's the playoffs, other drivers are going to have problems, whether it's Martin Truex Jr., whether it's Michael McDowell. Anywhere on that range, someone has problems. You are there to pick up the pieces, essentially. So if Ricky Stenhouse Jr. can score top 15 in the first 2 races, I think he's going to have a legit shot at a top 10 at Bristol, and I think, honestly, that's enough to get him out of the first round. No, he doesn't have the points. He's currently below the cutoff line. He's not in the greatest point situation, but you never know, man. If he can do that, other people have problems. I think he can get out of that first round. Second round's going to be a bit tricky. You got Texas, Talladega, the Roval. There's an intermediate, so if he can run top 15 there, that's good. But at the same time, 4 people have been eliminated, most likely 4 people with not a lot of points. So that gap to the cutoff is going to get a bit bigger. Texas, I think you got to run top 10. Talladega, obviously, Stenhouse is a great super speedway racer. He is one of the best. He's got a win this year on super speedways. All of his wins are on super speedways, and it may come down to him winning there, but I think he could get it done. But realistically, I think he can run top 5 there. I think he can get stage points there. So if he can get a top 10 at Texas, if he can run top 5 and get a lot of stage points at Talladega, for the Roval, I'm going to say top 15. Stenhouse is not a great road racer, and you got a lot better road racers out there. I mean, just look at the playoff field. Truex, Byron, Hamlin, Larson, Logano, Kyle Busch. Like, a lot of these guys are going to be better road racers than Stenhouse. But if Stenhouse can keep it clean at the Roval, if he can stay top 10 at Texas, top 5 at Talladega, and top 15 at Roval, people are going to have problems at Talladega and the Roval. I can guarantee that. There's going to be at least 2 or 3 playoff drivers in wrecks at Talladega. Someone's going to have a problem at the Roval. I guarantee it. If Stenhouse can keep it clean, top 10, top 5, top 15 in that order, he can squeak into that round of 8. As for the round of 8, it's going to be must-win territory. Stenhouse is in a massive points deficit compared to the guys, and they are going to be outrunning him on pure speed. That's no disrespect to Stenhouse and JTG. It's just the fact of the matter. At this point, it'll be Hendrick, it'll be Gibbs, maybe Penske, maybe RFK. Teams that have been consistently in the top 5 and top 10 at every single track this year. JTG Doherty has not done that this year. Once again, it's no disrespect to him. I talked about at the beginning of the video how good they've done this year compared to their average. And yeah, it's going to take a must win. You're going to have to play the strategy correctly. You're going to have a caution fall your way. Something is going to have to go your way. And you're going to have to win. And I think Vegas, Homestead, those are your best shots. As I said, the intermediate tracks is where JTG has been the best outside of the super speedways. So I think Vegas or Homestead's going to have to be where it happens if they get to this point, because they're going to be in a massive points deficit. If they had like even points, I'd say, oh, just survive and, top 10 your way into the Final Four. But even if he finished top 5 in every race, it would still be cutting it extremely close on points. So I think it's going to take a win. I think Vegas and Homestead, let's say he goes and wins Vegas. There's a late race caution. He stays out. He holds on for the victory. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is in the Final Four. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is in that Final Four. He needs to hope the top 3 wreck. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, that would make it easier, but I think he's going to need help. Just like that round of 8, he's going to need something to fall his way, a caution, a pit stop, a strategy call. Something's going to have to go his way because realistically, the Final Four would be like Truex, Hamlin, Byron, Stenhouse. Stenhouse is not going to be in that fight very much. But they get a caution to fall their way. They play the strategy. It becomes a fuel mileage race, something like that. We could be looking at 2023 champion Stenhouse. But yeah, so the Stenhouse championship case, it's a long shot, yes. First round, it's possible to get out of that. Just top 15, top 10, those first 3 races. Second round, you're going to need a really good run at Talladega and a good run at Texas and survive the Roval. Third round's going to take a must-win. In Phoenix, anything can happen. So, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a long shot for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but as I said, we got 2 more championship cases to go. Tomorrow, Kevin Harvick. Tuesday, Bubba Wallace. And then Friday will be the playoff preview. Any changes to the schedule, I will update you in the community post. And once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.